Oh man, it really is dinosaurs. Welcome to Dan's on the Street. I'm Dan. Today we're in South Dakota and we're in Rapid City. Looks like a pretty cool place right at the foothills of the mountains. Pretty interesting terrain. That'll be fun to explore. Well, before we say too much, I think I just want to drop right in and see what the city has to offer. Nice grid layout. Great name, Rapid City. Feels very Western, high noon in Rapid City. Well, we fell right here near a parking lot. Looking at May 2018. All right. Kind of overcast. Rimrock Exchange. Not sure what that's about. Curry masala. Hey, that sounds good. Well, let's move down this street. Looks like there's a fabric store. Oh, Christian Science. Okay. Well, you could pop in there if that's your thing. Interesting old building here. Definitely got a unusual look to it. Huh. And that's got to be one of the most unusual Starbucks I've ever seen. Look at that entranceway. They need to rework this ground floor there. I feel like that's, I don't know. It feels very closed in. What's happening here? Happy guy there waving at us, okay. Planet Hair. Lots of great little shops along here. Wicked Salon and Spa. Tons of parking. Tourism works. Okay. Yeah, I've never been to Rapid City. I don't think I've ever been to South Dakota, to be honest. Antique Mall. Hey, that's my kind of place. I'd definitely pop in there. Great old wide street here, though. How nice is this? It's so wide. And the city was founded, I read, back in 1876. So I love when they laid out some of these streets, even back then, really wide, They didn't have SUVs or anything back then, obviously, but they still laid it out. I don't know what this would have been, almost 6 lanes wide back then. Pretty great, though. Ponderosa screen printing, okay. Here's an old storefront. This looks like it dates back to somewhere in that era, right? Oh, it's a beauty college now, but lovely entranceway here. This old metalwork or woodwork, I'm not quite sure. That's got a wonderful look to it. This place too. We're right near the city of Deadwood, which I am a fan. I was a late fan, but a big fan of that show. I haven't watched the latest movie about it though, or they made like a film version. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Bunch of statues. Another wonderful building here. The Norman. Yeah, we're right near Deadwood, which is definitely a city I'm going to have to visit on our tour. Because that seems like just such a cool city, great history. But I'm sure a very similar history here, because they discovered gold nearby back in 1874, I read on Wikipedia. And these places immediately boomed, and the city was founded 2 years later here. Art Rose Building. Okay. So some wonderful history back from those days. Interesting hillside up there. Nice, wide and open. Not too many people walking around. Lots of vehicles out. Yeah. Again, more wide streets. Lots of churches on this street. Not sure what this is. Well, maybe it's another church. Interesting. Banks. A couple people walking around, I guess. All right. We'll go a little bit further and then we'll pop up, see if we can get a sense of this place. Already, it seems like a pretty fun place to explore. A little bit, pop into town for a day or two. Seems like it's the type of thing I'd be interested in doing. Budget sign. I probably wouldn't stop in there, I guess. Not for tourists, though, obviously. Plenty of churches here. It's all this parking. They've put this kind of angled parking, which is real nice. Looks like it's potentially free parking, so that's convenient for getting around even the downtown. It's always sad when, I understand why downtowns have to charge a lot for parking, but it has the effect sometimes of killing it makes it much less accessible. People don't actually come downtown if it costs them $6 to park or whatever, $10, whatever. So while I get it, it is nice to have a downtown that looks like it's pretty cheap to park here, possibly free. All right, pretty small downtown, nicely laid out though. Let's check out one more area of it, and then we'll start maybe expanding outwards. Looks like the kind of cool plaza here. Just drop next to that. Oh, it looks like they're building it here. Okay, this is back in 2011 we're looking at, so obviously this is done. Not sure what this is. Some sort of artwork. Oh, it's kind of cool, I guess. Interesting representation of something. Very nice. Soda and candy. Lots of good shopping here, though, for real. Lots of big vehicles. You can tell we're in, at least to me, I can tell I'm in the US, right? It's not just the language, it's the whole scenery, these big pickups and all that. You know where you are. You might even be able to guess the region just from a still, you know? You can make an educated guess, I think. All right, let's pop up. Oh, what's going on with my maps here? Ice cream, nice. This is pretty interesting here. Okay, so here's the Rapid Creek. So that's what the city's named after. Obviously, it must get rapid, thus the name, I would have to think. I still like the name of the city, though. Rapid City. It's a fun name. We're sitting on top of this creek, and it really is a creek, not a river. It would seem to me. Not too big. Well, a big processing plant here of, I don't know, some mill, corn, something like that. What's this over here? Feed and Seed. Kind of great building there. Great light behind it. Very dramatic. I like that though. Nice, strong, dark font on that pretty great looking building. Catches the eye. Okay. Another statue. They got a bunch of statues here. They got a ton of statues here. Huh. Oh, wow. What in the world? And why is there no statue here? Oh, there is. Okay. Not sure what that's about. Que pasa? Oh, this looks like some nice food through here. Oh, we're back. We're back where we were. All right, we gotta get out of here. Okay. Bear with me here. Oh, the Berlin Wall. I wonder what that is about, because obviously we are not in Berlin. Looks like we can't actually drop next to it, fortunately. Maybe it's a piece of the Berlin Wall. Berlin Wall. Well, I don't know what to say about that. That's interesting. Pretty wide open here. I don't think you get a lot of traffic jams here in Rapid City. Seems like there's plenty of space to get around. Population of 75,000, so significant, but seems like these roads can handle it, right? Like, pretty wide open. And maybe it's just the time of day we're looking at here, but it seems like there's not a ton of people out and about. Lovely day here. Nice trees. Very rural country. We're not even very far from downtown, and it's pretty quickly just feels very relaxed, kind of quiet area. Sidewalks, big trees, smaller homes. Nothing too big out in this part of town, doesn't seem. Yeah, little places. Cute little places. I read that the town boomed back in the 40s when they opened the Air Force Base nearby, Ellsworth. Oh, look at these. You can already tell we're near. It's pretty flat, but then we're right at the edge of some serious hills and mountains. Very pretty up here, right? Dotted with trees. Some newer apartments they built out here. Let's just keep following things up here. I'm not quite sure where I am in town. Lost myself. Look at the look at this place. That's nice. Oh yeah, nice roof on that. Kind of dead ends up here. We're sort of up on a hill here a little bit. You can see up, but can't quite see downtown, such as it is. I've lost track of where downtown even is. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it's down over here. You got a Walmart up here, a mall. All right. These are all kind of places pretty common, but you know, you'd end up there at some point if you lived here, I'm sure. Menards. Let's move down this street here. Wild Idea Buffalo. Wonder what that's about. Oh, maybe it's a bar. Okay. That's not that wild of an idea. Greenhouse here. Nice, growing stuff. I guess this is a highway. This looks like a fortress. Oh, some sort of farming situation there, I think. Mill, maybe. Lumberyard. Bingo. Interesting. Yeah. Pretty quiet life out here, I bet. But a great place to live and explore if you're into, you know, hiking and outdoor activities, off-roading, anything like that. This is going to be a fun place. You don't have to get far to really get into some pretty cool wilderness and fantastic terrain. Dinosaur Park. Not sure what that is. Let's drop right in. Oh man, it really is dinosaurs. I wasn't sure. I know this area is like, this region is kind of known for discovery of dinosaurs, I think. These are really funny depictions of dinosaurs. They feel kind of old-timey. I don't think, well, I don't know. I don't know how realistic they're supposed to be. It's kind of awesome up here. Great view. As silly as it is, I'm sure I'd come up here if I visited. Get a picture. Maybe you can climb up on these things, if that's allowed. I'm sure people are doing it either way. Oh, absolutely. And get a nice view over town. Yeah, these aren't really, like, realistic or something, obviously. But fun for kids. Nice. It's pretty cool up here, though. I'm kind of surprised at how green it is. I like seeing that. I wasn't sure if we were going to be in near desert area but that was quite lush. More interesting terrain here. Oh, wow, petrified forest? Oh boy, I'd go for a hike there. Certainly. Wonder what... can't go there, I'm sorry. Skyline Drive. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Not sure where the petrified forest is, but maybe if you go hiking back in there, you find pieces of it. That'd be a great souvenir, if that's allowed. Might not be allowed though. Sometimes they're protective of that stuff. Let's move down Skyline Drive. Great place for a sunset here, I'm sure. Roundabout, or kind of a round pull-off here. Nice view over town, and a great plaque here. Wish I could read that. Very pretty here, though. I really got to get out here sometime. I know we're not far too here. Let me just pull out to give some context from Badlands National Park, which I can't believe I haven't been to. I have friends who recently were there, and the photos from that were blowing my mind. It's just so beautiful. Let's go down another residential street here. How about St. Francis Street? All right. Nice homes through here. Still pretty small. Bicyclist out. Sidewalks. Some off-street parking. Some of them not so much. Mailboxes right at the edge there. Very classic site. Green grass. Oak Avenue. Looks like a high school over here, maybe. Middle school, maybe. This looks like... kind of looks like a marching band practice type thing. That kind of thing. Or some sort of athletic thing, maybe. A big church up here, maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh, middle school. Okay, yep. All right. Oh, I've turned myself around. Bear with me. I like to try to keep north side up, just so I have a chance of learning my way around this place, or any place I visit, that is. Star of the West Sports Complex. Now, this is an unusual sight from above, isn't it? Oh, these are baseball fields. Wow, that took me way too long to realize. I thought I was looking at like a prison or a fortress or something, but it's obviously 5 baseball fields. And then at some point they thought that was not enough, so they built 3 more. Oh, what tragedy. We cannot see it from street view. We'll have to peer in at it, and there's really not much to see. But we got a little sense of it from above, I suppose. 8 baseball fields. So if you're into baseball or softball, you got no excuses here. Lovely fields to play at. Open Bible Christian Center. Tons of churches. Lawn and Garden Center. Okay. Valley Green. Little homes through here. Oh, whoa, we just fell way back in time. I don't like this. Sorry. I'm gonna pull up. Oh, there's another baseball field. Yeah, lots of baseball. Interesting. How do I keep getting turned around? I'm sorry about that. All right, I want to pop over before we go too far. See this Air Force base. Pretty great look to that. You can tell it's kind of military from above. Something about it. I don't know. I feel like it reads military. And obviously when you zoom in, oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, wow. All right, these are all B1s. Oh, we can't orbit around them. Here they all are. I'm amazed that these are still in service. I'm not sure when they first flew. I think back in the early 80s, maybe. Mid 80s? I'm not sure. Pretty awesome to see them all here. This is where they take off from, and I wonder how far they can fly from here. With refueling, mid-air refueling, like, are they flying here and going straight to the Middle East? I don't even know. That probably not, right? I don't know how that works. That would be too long of a flight. But I'm actually not really sure. Probably tons of people who work at the Air Force Base living out in this part of town. Let's see if we can drop in on any of this. Oh, poorly mapped, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Oh, this is weird. They must have been given a tour here someday and somebody popped a photograph. I hope that wasn't illegal. Kind of feels odd that it's like the only one on base. That might have been verboten. Not sure. Oh, another place. Interesting. Obviously, a tour going on here. I feel like we're in kind of looks like a missile silo, maybe. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, let's just go down a street, maybe. It's a shame it's not fully mapped, but I understand. It's a military base. You can't map that out here. Although you can figure out a whole bunch from above, I'm sure. But still, can't just drive a Google Street View car through it, I suppose. American Legion, interesting. Farming. Classic sites out of the left side there, and yeah, probably military housing here on the right for the most part. Wells Fargo. Oh, look at this. Some old planes here. This almost looks like an Air Force One. Wait, it really looks like one. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Some great planes through here. I'm not sure if this is open. There's a B1. Look at that. Great old planes. Love to go for a walk through there. That'd be 100% up my alley. Looks like it's kind of open, right? I'm not sure what's back in there. B-17 maybe? Some old planes. Oh yeah, that's definitely got to... Oh, okay. South Dakota Air and Space Museum. Oh, heck yeah, I'd come here. Fantastic. Old bombers. Helicopter too. Pretty awesome. Alright, I like that kind of stuff. Alright, back to town. A few more places and we'll call it a day here. Still lots to see. Let's go down this kind of main street over here. Looks to be like a lot of familiar brands, but I still want to see it. Arby's. Yeah, it's nice to see there's a little terrain here. Sometimes you visit towns out in this part of the country and it can get so flat. But really not here. I mean, it's pretty flat, of course, but it's nice to see hills and distant mountains and hills, of course, too. So you have some sense of, yeah, again, geography. Just you can just see a little bit more than when things are totally flat. Rushmore Casino. That is a little casino. That's got to be the smallest casino I've ever seen. It actually calls itself a casino. Himalayan Kitchen. Yeah, I'd probably stop in there. I like that kind of thing. Let's see. Big D. Looking at May 2018. Boyd's Wine and Spirits. Looks like they put some new paving down here, maybe, or maybe it's newly painted. I can't quite tell. Feels fresh, though. Oh, now we're back in... Okay, we're in 2018. Sorry. Beautiful sky. Big sky country, right? I like these homes in here. These are a little more interesting. A little more historic part of town, maybe. Oh, yeah. Some of them up here. Maybe we'll take a right here. Let's go up South Street. Oh, some of these date back at least to the early 20th century. Some of them. A couple of them. Oh, there's the downtown. Looks like that's about the tallest building downtown, which, you know, is not very big, obviously. But still can see it from a good distance. Can tell where we're at to some extent. Loop back around here. This was a big old house back in the day. Looks like it's a few Dakota Rollers, hair and nail salon. And then we're back out here on US 16. I like this street here. Looks to be easy to cruise down. I don't think I've seen any motorcycles out. Hey, I just said that, and here's a motorcycle. Seems like a great place to have a motorcycle. More statues. Tons of statues here. Don't know who that is. Must be part of some art project. Rushmore Professional Building. Well, that doesn't give it away too much what it is. Professional? Maybe a legal office? Kind of has a look of a government building. Western Stationers. Okay. Jackley for governor. Okay, that's kind of a pop-up place. Let's pop back in time here. Back to 2007, see what we find. Alright, nothing was in there back then. Or here. Actually, this looks quite bleak through here. Not just the photo resolution, but 2018 seemed like things were much happier, right? A lot more shops, a lot more filled in. That's a good sign, right? Oh, we were back here before. Now I kind of want to drop back in time just to see what this looked like. Well, this looked about the same, I guess. Back to 2018. Alright, let's pop up. Maybe one more place. I'm gonna have to call it a day. I've enjoyed this. I know I haven't seen too much, but definitely gotten a little sense of things. Rapid City Public Library downtown. Sure, let's go by that. Okay, I think I saw this from the distance. That's right. Nice home there. Another big old place. There's not a ton of big old homes, but the ones that are here are quite impressive. Especially if there weren't too many others around at the time, back in the early 1900s. Back when there was only, just a few thousand people. Well, these all would have been homes. Yeah, another nice place here. Alright, I think we were back here before. Well, I've enjoyed this a lot. I promise to come back to the region soon. Again, I'm gonna be in Deadwood. I promise you, coming up. And if you live in Rapid City and I missed some of your favorite places, do let me know. And I'll come back and check them out. I always do. For now, though, I'm gonna add it to my map. Yeah, and if you live in South Dakota or the surrounding area and there's a city you want me to check out, let me know and maybe I'll come back sometime, make a video about it. There's so many towns through here that I know almost nothing about. Canada, Wall. I mean, what is that? Hey, I'd love to check it out, right? Might be a while before I visit in person. Hopefully get there someday. Oh, there's Deadwood. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll definitely be back there sometime. All right, I've enjoyed that, Rapid City. You're on my map now. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. These are all the other cities I've visited, all the blue dots. Been all around the world at this point, and slowly filling this place out. Till next time.